100.5, Jason Bailey, Southside Steve, there's Brandy, Digi-Dude Nate. The Punchline this weekend, shows tonight, 8 and 10 o'clock tomorrow, 6, 8, and 10. Whew.
Man, that's a long day.
That's a long day. Tickets available, punchline.com. One of the funniest guys in comedy, in my opinion at least. I love his stand-up. Winner of the second season of Last Comic Standing, John Heffron, in the studio with us. How are you, John?
Guys, thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I was listening when I was in the green room about the Fitbit.
Yes, sir.
Right? You guys were talking about
busting
that?
one right now, but now that I know I can get in trouble.
Well, here's how I got in trouble with the Fitbit. And this just happened. I didn't even realize it was a story. My wife asked me what time did I get home and I get to bed a couple weeks ago. Mm-hmm. And for whatever reason, that is the one question I'll never answer. Like for some reason, I just I'm kind of a pushover, but for when my wife goes, what time did you come to bed last night? For whatever reason, that just makes me go, I don't know. I'm 46. I don't keep a sleep journal. I probably fall asleep whenever I feel like falling asleep without logging it into a manifesto or something like that.
Yeah, you're not up to anything.
I'm a grown man.
Yeah, but I don't need to answer that.
I think the ladies think that if your guy stays up a little bit later, that you have like outside a secret bounce house and then a cotton candy maker and a corn dog machine, and then the neighbor guy's like, is the dunk tank ready? Almost. And they think a whole carnival goes on. Right. So my wife goes, no, I'm just curious. What time do you think you came to bed last night? And then I go, I don't know. 1:30. And then she goes, no, it's probably more like 2, 4. Well, why did you ask if you knew the time? And here's why. She wears her Fitbit, obviously tracks her sleep. She pulls up on her phone. She goes, as you can see right here, I'm in deep sleep. Then I was awoken, and you can see that I'm in light sleep, and then I fell back into deep sleep. So you had to have got into the bed right about. So now I'm like, holy cow! Now I have to deal with a motion detector. So now I have to get a 170-pound bag of sand, throw it into the bed, and then as I'm getting into bed, I have to move the sand and displace my weight at the same time, like Indiana Jones.
It's now can get you in trouble, but I never thought about that. If you have a wife, and if excuse me, anyone's ever seen Heffron's comedy, he talks a lot about his family and his wife. That's what your stand-up is about, which is, I think, fantastic because it's so real.
Right.
Is that you'll get caught because your Fitbit. One of the best things that you do, one of your stand-ups, is the statement question from your significant other. Yeah. And it's so true. It's so real. Steve, John tells a story about...
I'm trying to think. I've been married for 2 years, so maybe I can compare.
Tell them about walking down the beach with your wife.
Yeah, what's that like?
Well, let's see. What? Oh, yeah, that was an argument that I saw. This guy was walking, and his wife, I was walking behind him, and his wife said, it's a nice day. Like, I heard her say that. The guy didn't say anything. And then he walked a little bit more, and then she repeats it. She says, it's a nice day. And the guy doesn't say anything. And then I think she said it the third time, and then she stops. And, I'm walking behind him, so then I stop because I don't want to. And the girl goes, are we not talking today? And then the guy's like, huh? And she goes, I've been talking to you for the last 10 minutes. Now, I kind of wanted to jump into that conversation because now I'm a
hard
third
not
party.
To.
Because I'm going to go, technically, lady, it wasn't 10 minutes. It was probably closer to 2. You're rounding up, and now he's getting in trouble for a time that has not passed yet.
And you make comments, not necessarily a question.
And here's the whole thing is, ladies, if you say, it's a nice day, that's actually a statement.
Yes.
And we're not obligated to respond to a statement. A statement doesn't start a conversation. That's you volunteering things to the universe. That would be like me walking, going, car, tree. If I'm just going to point out random stuff. It's like, hey, what was your first car? Now, that's a conversation and that's a thing. But just saying, it's hot in here, or it's cold in here. That, to me...
What's the worst question your wife asks you that it just makes you irritated? It just bothers you.
Oh, God, I know mine.
Oh, you have yours?
I've got mine. We want to go around the room then? John, you want to go first?
No, because there's so many.
Okay, Steve, you go first. First question.
Have you been watching porn?
Is that true?
Yeah.
It is true after last week.
It is true, yeah, because I've been caught because I was stupid. I wasn't doing anything on private message. And I don't know, occasionally I just want to look at porn. It doesn't mean I'm always attacking myself. It's just I want to look at it. But I'm not a perv either. It's a once a month to almost every 2 month kind of thing because I have a very healthy relationship. But every once in a while, you just want to see something different.
The worst question is
that wrong?
Are you okay?
The worst.
Yeah. Is that not the worst question? And then certain women will find different ways to ask it. You know,
what's wrong is another terrible one.
What's wrong? Are you feeling okay lately? You know,
oh yeah, I get that.
And then you know that it's going to be a good hour or two conversation with your significant other because you have to. If you say no, then something's wrong because they're asking for a reason.
Yeah.
So you have to make up a reason. You have to make up something that's wrong. Like, oh my God, the other day I was driving on the interstate and I saw this dog and it was dead and I just haven't been able to get over it, and maybe that's why I've been a little weird lately.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I think maybe for your guy listeners, you guys should come up with like 5 just good stock answers just so guys can memorize it.
Help out other dudes.
Yeah. Because I remember when I was I think it was in high school, me and all my friends, anytime we were late. Now, keep in mind, this is pre-cell phone, so when you disappeared from your house, as long as you had a good alibi, your parents could never check up on you. Because they weren't texting you, they weren't calling in.
They couldn't track your phone.
You were just gone until you got back.
My dad would check mileage occasionally.
Oh, yeah.
He was a mileage checker.
Yeah.
Where'd you go for 52 miles?
But we'd always go left front tire. That was our move. We'd look at all the guy friends and we'd go, we broke down. We had a flat. And it was the left front tire. And we would make everybody say left front tire because you'd have the one guy who's like, the back one.
You're like, no,
that's not what we planned. So you had to kind of like ace out the guys who weren't going to have the whole. But once you dialed in that alibi, it was always the left front tire.
I was talking to, I have a 14-year-old son at the house and a 10-year-old daughter. And in
prime.
Yeah, we're getting to...
You're about to be overthrown.
Getting to an age... The 14-year-old's got a senior girlfriend. She's 18, and she can drive, right?
How awesome is that? And dude hasn't even reached puberty, and he's got a chick that can drive.
No, he can reach puberty. We covered that show where he's shaving himself and all the hair was everywhere.
Okay, sorry.
But I was telling him the other night, I was explaining to him the red flags, and just before he does them, as we're kind of rehashing things that we did when we were kids, I was like, what sucks for you, dude, is you can't sneak out. It's like, that was one of the best things of growing up, is sneaking out of the house. I've got this place on lockdown. And video cameras, and I can track your phone, and I've already put a chip in one of your shoes, the ones that you wear all the time, so I can track you anywhere, anytime, any place. That didn't exist when we were younger.
My daughter, who's now in the Air Force, she had, remember, her friends were over, this was years ago, and they were having that conversation. I even actually said that to them. I go, hey, you guys can't, we used to be able to get out. Haha, you can't. Now with this house locked down, the way it is.
Yeah.
I have chimes go off, a door, is something a blink. Why was the side door open? Obviously you can track it. Their next 30-minute conversation that I was eavesdropping on was how to override your parents' alarm system and ways to trick it so it doesn't ding. So they actually, like when that guy comes over, puts in your alarm system, and hits a lot of buttons, you're like, okay, I'm just going to memorize the 4 code things, and I really don't know what goes on after that.
Damn.
Well, they have that one kid who wants to hook up with one of the girls who read that entire book, and he can show you exactly how your back window has never been on the system. It'll never charm, and stuff like that.
Because remember,
whatever system you think they have, they've completely hacked that and have an override.
Because remember when we got
your son's probably a hologram. Remember how Ferris Bueller had to fake it?
Yes. I was thinking that your first story.
Yeah. Now they just have a hologram where you think your kid is at his computer and he's literally alone.
Well, wind chimes, right? Remember, my dad used wind chime because I had an apartment downstairs, so we had the windows nailed shut. I could not get out. Literally nailed them shut. And I'm like, Dad,
not approved.
I'm like, Dad, what do I? Yeah, if the house catches on fire, he goes, you'll find something to throw through the window. I don't want to hear that crap. And then he put a window chime, and he changed the door around when the door opened out instead of in, and he attached a window chime.
That's putting in work right there.
And therefore, if I moved that door, there was no way that he wouldn't hear it, and that's how he kept me in place because I got caught so many times.
That's how it was. I mean, like we'd always sneak out from a friend of ours' house, and his mother, she would take every bike bike from the neighborhood and line it up in front of the only door that we could get out. You would open up his window in his bedroom, and there would be bricks, like in a cartoon, where it'd be boarded up. Now these kids have got to deal with the alarm systems, the GPS, and
there were no alarm systems in our day.
Kids, I still am. I'm a grown adult. I still got to figure out ways to
sneak out.
I remember, this was years ago, but my wife, I did a show, and then I was going to go out afterwards, and I very rarely do. But for whatever reason, I was like, I'm just going to go out. I'm not going to tell anybody I'm going out. I'm a grown man. I can do whatever. Like every once in a while, I go through those phases.
Grown man.
So I'm out, right? And as I'm out, my wife calls. Now, if I would have just told her I was out, zero problem.
Right.
There's nothing,
and that's cool.
There's nothing. But for whatever reason, because I didn't, have that gray area of time, I was like, oh, no, I'm tired. I'm just back in my room. And I just moved to some place that wasn't loud. So she goes, oh, you're back in your room? And I go, yeah. And obviously, she heard in the... You know what I mean? Like, it was the dumbest... Hey, Heffron, man, right, dude. Hey, everybody, welcome. Get ready for the phone party. It's going to start the thing. Don't forget, we got $20 chicken wings to $30. Next shot's on you. So then she goes, well, if you're in your room, take a picture of the TV. Just text it to me real quick.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, are you kidding me?
That's good.
She goes, take a picture of your thing. So then, obviously, I was busted, right? So, obviously, like, whatever. So, to prepare for next time, when I got back to my hotel room, I have a file on my phone that had of random objects.
Awesome.
Like a hair dryer, shampoo, soap, phone, TV, door, front desk lady, boom, housekeeper. Yeah, I got all that. Just like a scavenger hunt, just on my phone.
John, hang out with us. You ain't got nowhere to go, right?
I don't think so.
All right, good. Stay here. We want to replay our Bet You Can. It's a segment we do in the program where our listeners can go to our website, BaileyandSouthside.com, and bet either Shaky Hands Brent, our intern there, or Digitude Nate something to do. This week's bet was they bet Brent could not go to a mall, get a massage with his shirt off.
Yeah.
So we have the audio. True story.
Yeah, it happened.
We have the audio of that, and if you'd like to sit in, we'd like to have you. John Heffron, Punchline, shows tonight, 8 and 10, tomorrow, 6, 8, and 10. Those tickets available, punchline.com. Remember, Punchline's now moved. It's in the Landmark right there, Roswell Road.
You got it, Roswell Road and Piedmont, so you can have a fabulous meal, which I'm sure you've alalready had one there, and then laugh your
chocolate cake, and oh my gosh.
and laugh your ass off at you.
Yeah, so we'll do that.
Boom.
We'll do that here next. Hang on, it's Bailey and Southside Rock 100.5. John Heffron in studio and at the Punchline this weekend tonight, 8 and 10 o'clock are the shows tomorrow, 6, 8, and 10. Smart to take Sunday off. Punchline.com, on Twitter at John Heffron. I think competing with the Super Bowl might have not worked in your favor.
Or is it because it's the Lord's Day?
Yeah, both.
Okay. Okay.
That's the reason. So, John, we do a segment on this show, and you're a former radio guy, so you know radio shows do segments and whatnot. This one came about because, and you know this too, interns, they don't get paid, they need money. And this is Brent. We call him Shaky Hands Brent because he has a disease. What's it called again, Brent? That's where, that's right. You don't have a
you got to come around.
Family Arrow?
Family Arrow?
Family Value.
Arrow. I've used beta blockers to block it, so it's just a tremor disease.
I have the same tremors.
Oh, so you know what he's talking about.
Yeah, but yours is from alcohol.
Mine's from detoxing. No, mine's constantly.
Yeah. So he can't keep anything. He can't keep anything still. So anyway, that's why we call him Shaky Hands Brent. Then listeners go to our website, BaileyandSouthside.com, and they'll bet him. And if he's able to achieve the bet, then Steve and I will throw him some money. This week it was we tried to do it $8.50, but it's $9 a piece.
Right. $9.
$9.
We pay him because these guys make no money, like he said. So it's the challenge, but we want something out of it.
And
if I'm going to give him money,
this week's bet was to send him to the mall. Get a massage. I don't know what that was.
Sounds good. Every time you say mall, does that happen? Kind of put me in a good mood, whatever that was.
Let me try it again. At the mall. No, it doesn't happen. At the mall and get a massage, but be able to take his shirt off during the massage.
Make it a little creepy.
Because you know that doesn't happen.
Like those middle of the mall kiosks, chaired things.
Correct.
Yes.
Not a real massage.
I bet you've done that. You're due to, you got a lot of travel and pressure on you. I bet you take a little massage here and there.
All the time.
There you go.
You go right there in the middle of the mall, but you don't take your shirt off. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the way.
So here is the audio of Brent trying to take his shirt off. If he's able to do it, both Steve and I will give you $9 a piece. That's $18 total for those that don't have their abacus.
It's not bad.
And here's Brent trying to take his shirt off for the massage here with Bet You Can't. Go ahead.
Face down. All right, thank you. Oh, wow. Yeah, so I really messed up my back working out up in the upper and the lower. Oh, wow. That's the spot right there, man. Oh, jeez.
I filming this.
Oh, wow.
Backwards camera.
Yeah, just with
Why?
How long have you been doing this? You, how long? How long have you been doing this? 127. Oh, yeah? I also hurt, like, my lower back, so I don't know if you can get the lower back, too.
He's sweet talking him.
Yeah.
trying to get him in his pants.
That's where he asked him if he's not a cop.
Wow.
You a cop?
Right there. Yeah, right there. That is unbelievable.
Large Asian man massaging Brent.
Oh, man.
In front of the
My
Dairy
partner,
Queen.
Tom, needs to get some instructions from you, buddy. This is just great.
My partner, Tom.
Just to make it
wow.
more weird.
Yeah. I know.
Hold on, go back to that for a second. Stop, go back. So now, so you think that he would allow you to take your shirt off if you play that you're a gay man? Is that my understanding?
I was trying anything to get the shirt off, so.
Yeah.
Is that your big setup to the Asian guy that's massaging you in the middle of the mall? Is I'm going to play that I'm gay?
I don't want to say the big setup, but just to get things comfortable, which made it more uncomfortable.
You could have had more in common when you could have said something like, I like Chinese food.
Yeah, you could. You could try to relate.
You could have bonded with the dude.
What would your advice, John, been for Brent to set this Asian man up?
I probably wouldn't have moaned. I would have. I think the moaning probably makes him feel uncomfortable, so I wouldn't have led with that. And right about here, I would just go, you know what? You know what's probably better? And I just would have
Just
taken
ripped
it
it.
off.
You just got to take it off one fell swoop.
Yep.
Rip it off.
And not even.
All right, now that Brent has set him up as a gay guy, let's see where it goes.
Yeah.
My partner, Tom, needs to get some instructions from you, buddy. This is just great.
Great.
Oh, wow.
It is Brent having
I
sex.
normally come to the private ones. I usually don't come here, but this is just unbelievable.
Very small.
So do you live around here?
你妈脱衣服，你这也是那样。
No. Wow. You can take this all day, man.
Wow. Take this all day. That's great.
This guy's
Yeah, a little lower.
You put towel in your
wow.
mouth.
That is it right
Put
there,
this towel
buddy.
in your mouth.
Oh, man.
You take
You got the magic touch, I tell you what. Died and gone to the Mall of Alpharetta. Oh, Lord.
Way to tie it in there.
You're so sweet.
What would be even better now is a good old happy ending.
Yes, I would have led with that.
Little smart massage.
Hold on, you
parlor.
said you would have led with that?
I would not have.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, if you want to go lower and hit downtown, that'd be great.
Downtown.
Now, everybody's got to understand, because we're watching the video. Hold on, Brent. And the video's up on Bailey and Southside.com. You have to understand, Brent is in the middle of the mall. He's in one of those chairs. His face is to that donut thing, right? And he's got this, pretty large Asian guy behind him grinding on his back. And he's talking like this to him where there's other people in chairs next to him.
Very close.
Really close. I mean, that's awkward and uncomfortable. It's more awkward if you watch the video. It's awkward enough listening to it.
Yeah.
All right, so the goal, the objective for this is for Brent to take his shirt off. I think we're getting close to it. Here we go.
打招呼跟你聊聊，你妈脱衣服，你这也是那样。Low camera.
No camera.
No camera.
It's no camera.
别操我。
Oh, wow. This is just a little slice of heaven right here, man.
Just a little bit.
If you were on the
yeah,
wire,
you can go a
you'd be
little lower.
totally shot by now. They would have totally known you were in on
Been
something. If
busted him.
Yeah, if you were on the wire.
What were you saying? Would you say that again?
If he was on the wire, he would have been killed by now.
Yeah.
They would have known that he was a cop that's all wired up in filming.
You don't think his acting skills were good?
I'm not buying it. He's a gay guy that just needs a little bit of lower back. Decides to go to a mall in front of a
little over the top. A little over the top.
Not
I mean,
buying
we
it.
gave him a little advice, being that we're all former stuntmen, and the gay thing he just did on his own.
Yeah, that's his brainchild.
I didn't advise that.
All right, go ahead. Finish up.
That's funny.
Do you guys have lotion? Lotion? Do you guys have lotion? Yeah, lotion.
They do, but they only put it on your neck. That's shared things.
I'll just take my shirt off.
No.
I can just. How about that?
Some weird Asian
All right,
chant.
I won't take it off. My bad. I'm sorry. Oh, wow. That cream feels great. You do the upper back, too? I can just take it off. Is it all right if I just take it off?
No.
No? All right. All right. Oh, wow. What's that? Yeah, I'm great, man. This is unbelievable. I think it'd be better if I could just take my shirt off. Can I just take my shirt off? Why no take it off? No take it off?
No, take it
The
off.
hair's more. Hair's small.
Now we're trying
It's
to
more
figure out if he says it costs more, John, to take off the shirt or
Hair is small.
Hair's small.
Hair is small.
I think you're right. Hair is small.
or s'mores.
I think hurts more.
Hurts more.
It hurts more with the lotion, is what he's saying. I think.
With his shirt off.
Yeah, with his shirt off.
But he was grinding underneath the shirt, was he not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Yes, he was.
I didn't know they could go underneath your shirt. I didn't think they were allowed to do that. I always thought they had to stay on top of your shirt and he used lotion on you. You made some headway.
It seems almost weirder for him to be reaching up your shirt than for you to just have your shirt
It's
off.
like feeling up your
Well, I
middle
was
school
trying to take my
girlfriend.
shirt off, and I had it above my shoulders, and that's when he stopped.
No. And
That's when he just started.
But see, Heffron's right. You just got to rip the shirt off one fell swoop. Just rip it off.
You about a minute ago, you should have ripped off. You should have taken Heffron's.
Just taking it off.
All right, is that it? We got
30 more seconds.
30 more seconds. All
A
right.
big finish.
No take it off? Usually when I go to the other place, they let me take it off. I can't take it off.
No take it off.
Because it's human trafficking.
You think you can do a little more
Should never
lotion?
support that.
Just a little more lotion? Oh, gosh. Do you do home visits?
Nope.
No home visits? Lotion? The lotion's great, man. You got the hands of an angel.
Had to think.
Oh, wow. That's great. All right.
All right, think, Brent. What does he have the hands up?
Hands up.
Think.
Hands up. Scissors. Edward Scissorhands. No.
Hey, Asian man? No, that would be offensive.
Angel. Lips of hands. Yeah, that's it. So no money to Brent, but it was funny. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's a good try. How's the massage? It was just screaming.
Was it excellent?
It was fabulous.
All right, good.
We got 4 mics. We got 4 mics, but we can only use 3 of them for 4 people. All right. Hey, John, dude, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for it. I'm really curious about your shakes because I think I have it. Do you guys should play them in operation next time you have somebody
We actually joked about doing that. That's crazy.
Funny you say that.
play a little game of operation, see if he wins.
Yeah, I didn't know
I
you
would
had
probably-
it too.
Well, I also haven't eaten and took a 5 hours, so I don't know how much of mine is like bottled caffeine. But
His
I
is
get
some
shaky.
disease.
Yeah.
Like he can't hold keys or change or it shakes. It makes noise. So we play a game like what's Brent holding because you can't hold it still. And it's not a gimmick. It's for real.
Right.
It's sad, but why not exploit it?
Hey, listen, there's only one job you can't do, and that's probably bomb diffuser. That's it. You have the rest of the world to do whatever you like. So, you know what I mean? There's always something you can do. That's just one thing.
What about needlepoint?
Need that?
Heart surgery. There might be a couple things you can't do.
Yeah, you can't even get
John was being nice
Tattoo
for him.
artist.
blood donation.
Punchline tonight, 2 shows, 8 and 10. Tomorrow, 6, 8, and 10. Tickets there on the website, punchline.com, at John Heffron on Twitter. Brother, thank you so much again for coming.
Yes,
Thank you,
John.
guys.
All right, what do we have here for the third headline there, Brandy?
We have tickets to see Europe tomorrow, Saturday, at the Masquerade. For tickets and more info, Ticketmaster.com. And bonus prize, delicious breakfast from McDonald's. I'm loving it.
All right, match up the headlines with the audio here next. Third round of headlines for you. 3 top stories from today, 404-741-ROCK. That's 404-741-7625. Need some players. We'll do that here in just a minute. It's Bailey and Southside on Rock 100.5.